Pat Dorn, and pit orchestra director for the musicals at Monona Grove. I don't know how many years we've been doing it. I think it was just after the first year we moved into the high school. Started with Music Man, when we kind of made a philosophical shift and decided we need to get as many kids in the pit as we could. We made that shift. Tadas said we'll need somebody to direct the pit and to work with kids to get them ready. So that's where I came into the picture. First thing we do is the pit orchestra books come in. I give all the string books to Mr. Davick and take his opinion on whether we have students in the orchestra that can handle any of those books. I look through all the other books and we just try and figure out who we think can handle it. And then we go and actually, we just speak to those students and see if they might be interested, let them know what's involved, because it's a lot of hours and a lot of work. I love directing the pit. Yeah, one thing I love about the musical is we get our piece of the puzzle ready as much as we can. We get the pit ready, and then starting with the Sitzprobe, you start seeing everything else come together. All of a sudden we get to the singers and the vocalists and the people on stage get to hear the music other than what they've heard on piano for the first time. And then we get to collaborate with so many of the parents and people that have been in doing the sets, doing the costuming. We've got lighting people, we've got the sound people, and that's when it starts to get exciting, what's going to happen the week of the show. All that collaboration and everything coming together, that's really what makes musicals exciting. And then also just the live aspect of it is you never know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of when something might go a little awry and you got to fix it as quick as you can. Think on your feet. It can get loud down here. It can get very loud, especially if you're sitting in front of a first trumpet that's, you know, got the Broadway type book that's way up high. Yeah, pit work varies from show to show, and you just never know what you're going to have. It depends on what show you're doing. This year for Legally Blonde, there's a screaming first trumpet part. There's just no high school kids aren't going to play it. It's Broadway style. It's up high. It's hard. It's fast. There's 2 trumpet books, a trombone book. There's reed books that use clarinet, saxophone, flute, and those are being handled by students for the most part. There's a violin book. This is a fairly heavy keyboard show, and we run all our keyboards through computers to create the sounds that we need. There's three keyboard books, a drum set book, 2 people playing percussion, bass, and guitar. Very, very difficult guitar book, and we're lucky to have a resident of Monona, Roger Marcus, who's played with us for years. Roger handles all the guitar work. Another thing we have that they don't have in a lot of other pits is our video club is great, and they provide us a feed. So we have TV monitors down here so they can see what's going on stage, which is kind of nice. It connects them more to the experience as a whole, I think, which is great. We don't have sound down here, but they can see the students on stage, and when they're not playing, they can hear what's going on. And I like that. But yeah, there's a lot of camaraderie down here, and a little bit of food, and you know, a little bit of revelry. Hopefully on Broadway, at the Overture Center, even here, is just how difficult pit music is. Really hard. Like, for example, the trumpet book or the keyboard book is, you know, 300 pages long. And we're working in extremely difficult keys, 5 sharps, 6 sharps, 6 flats, 5 flats, and in Legally Blonde, our keys always change a lot in musicals, but I've never seen it like this. I mean, sometimes in the span of 40 measures, we've gone through 7 key signature changes, and it's a lot for a musician to account for, and it's not easy keys. It's not 1 sharp. It's like I said, it's 5 sharps and 6 flats, and so it's just very difficult music. It's very demanding because you have to keep your head in the game the whole show. You don't get a break. And hopefully if you do it well, that's why people don't get how hard it is. What's it like working with Tadas? Yeah. Interesting. T's a great guy. I play in a pit orchestra with Tadas once a year, so I've worked with him on that level where we're just playing partners in a pit. I've worked with him on this level. Tadas is very creative. He's got great vision. He knows what he wants. He also can be demanding, you know, and that's good. I mean, he pushes everybody. He pushes every kid involved in the show. And I think that's good. That's what gets the results we want. Sometimes he pushes nice. Sometimes he pushes not so nice. And that's good too. It's just the way it is. It depends on the pressure of the moment. But he's I appreciate working with him very much. If somebody else was directing him, when he hangs it up, it might be when I hang it up. So just because I'm very comfortable and enjoy the process with him very much. So if there's anyone I wanted to thank, number one would be Tadas for when he took this over and just committed to a high quality all the way around. I mean, what he pulls together is pretty tremendous. And obviously, I would thank him and Mrs. Naherniak, who I've worked with for many years, both of them. And then also just all the people involved, the musicians I hire, the students that work so hard at it, the students on stage. Like I said, it's really a big collaboration. A video club gives us a feed. I mean, there's just so many people involved that it's not just one person. We just have respect for everybody at every level, no matter how big or no matter how small their job, because everything counts here, It's all important.